Most progress we're making is in our big data project.
Okay.
Last time we talked, we had just set up our CRADAs, our cooperative research agreements, research and development agreements with some partners. The partners we have, to remind folks who may not have been following in the news, Amazon Web Services, Google, IBM, Microsoft, and the Open Commons Consortium, which is the largest cloud consortium in the academic world. It's led by the University of Chicago. These are the 5 largest cloud providers in the world.
Sure.
And the idea of this project, as we've discussed before, has always been that we need to change the business model from where we just store a lot of data, invest in the infrastructure to serve it up, and never quite catch up with the demand.
Right.
And our limitations and our ability to make those investments quick enough. And it ends up being a governor on 2 things. One, it takes resources away from our ability to invest in higher priority missions like protecting life and property. And it also doesn't stimulate the growth of the American economy. So the Big Data Project turns this on its head. We've made enormous progress since we last spoke.
Terrific.
We're serving up data to those 5 cloud providers. They're experimenting with whether they can make it a go, what types of data sell, and what types of data are interesting to other customers who want to put their computing requirements next to the data so that they can produce value-added products. Some more progress about that I'll discuss a little bit later in your show. And NOAA is learning how to deliver the data in the most efficient way to these providers because their research is on the business model. Our research is on how do we be most efficient architecturally and process-wise to get the data to them so that when our cost becomes part of their price, which is the way the model is supposed to work, we don't kill the goose that laid the golden egg. With our own things. So we have that. There's some other things going on as well. I'll just briefly allude to them. We have a NOAA One-Stop project, which is designed to create a single user interface to all of our archive data, focusing on the quality of metadata and discovery. We have a NOAA Data Citation project where we assign uniquely worldwide identifiers to every data set that NOAA has for citation purposes and to promote scientific research. We have the N-Wave network, which I've talked about before, I believe.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you about specific programs next, too.
That we use to move around data. I can talk more about that later. And big data in NOAA is about observations and modeling and simulation. Everything we do starts with an observation, and that's about to change dramatically in terms of the volume. When we launch the GOES-R satellite in later this year, it's now scheduled currently for October 2016, there will be a 7 times increase in the amount of satellite data that we're ingesting. And for that, we're making improvements to N-Wave, but we're also, very importantly, making improvements to the communications networks of the National Weather Service to move that data around.
Cloud providers